back to the channel, guys, after an extended time away, but I promise we're back for a little bit. We have our brand new Spyder RS. So Spec is Gulf Blue, Y-Stock pack over orange stitching, full orange stitching. And if you're asking why are they red calipers, because we couldn't get orange. To get black was extra money, and we're switching them to orange anyways. So we're just leaving them as is. But let's get in and go for a drive, and let's talk about how this stacks up to the rest of the cars. For those of you new to the channel, I'm not a big Porsche person. I'm specifically not a big 911 person. I know they're great cars, they just aren't that exciting to me, and our personal 911 and 991.2 Speedster has really lax steering feel, and it just doesn't feel like a race car. The McLarens, the Lotus, even like certain Corvettes, they're just a lot more alive. The Porsche does everything great, it's built great, it's a very solid car, it's just not that fun. This though, the steering difference between this and the Speedster makes no sense. The car's way about the same. This car is shorter, so obviously shorter wheelbase, but for some reason, I assume that 992 GT3s and maybe even 991.2 GT3s, even though it's so similar to the Speedster, the steering is so much heavier on this car and has so much more feedback mid-corner. If it's about to snap or do anything, you feel it before it happens. It's not as good as a Lotus or a McLaren with their hydraulic powered steering, but this is the best electric power assist steering I've ever driven. With only 386 miles on the dash, the car is still under braking until 930 miles. We can't rev it past 7, so I can't give you guys my full feedback. We'll do another video, we can rev it to 9. But just the balance of this chassis is so much better than the Speedster. It's bizarre. Like, cold tires, so you shouldn't really be pushing too hard, and I'm not, but just the turn-in is so much better. The steering weights up like a hydraulic rack almost. This is pretty close to as good as the Lotus and the McLaren. It's just missing that special little something. It's hard to explain in words. One thing that's not my favorite thing, but great for a road car, even as an RS car, this car rides so soft. I just put it in stiff suspension, and it's still so soft. But you can hear the exhaust open a little bit now, even just 2,500 RPM. The intake noise, the engine noise, it's an unbelievable sound. And this Gulf Blue looks so cool as you're looking over the left front fender. And even just going 5, 6 tenths around corners, you get so much feedback through the wheel. It's something you don't get in the Speedster unless your hair on fire through the corner. And that's just something that makes every drive more fun. This car has the PDK, the Speedster is the manual. The manual, honestly, I just got out of the Speedster. It's more fun, it's more engaging. But when you're on a back road really pushing it, the blips you get through the downshifts on this are so much fun. I think just paired with the RS formula and this more direct steering, I kind of have fun with the PDK. I see why a manual would be better. I haven't driven a Boxer Spyder with a manual or a Cayman GT4, so I can't be fully fair. But I think the PDK suits the personality of this car pretty well. Oh my god, the messaging noise in this car. One thing I hate about this car, that messaging noise. The Speedster does the same thing. That is so loud. And that actually reminds me, no Android Auto, which is ridiculous in 2025. My 2021 Lotus, which has a Walmart screen basically, has Android Auto. But again, apologies for the wind noise. I'll be getting a better setup and a mic as soon as I can. But I normally put the roof up for these kind of reviews too. But this car, if you guys know, if you don't know, you can look it up. The roof takes forever, and you need 75 engineering degrees. So unfortunately, I apologize, but that is not happening for this video. We'll get a little sound now, try to rev it up to 7. Not bad. Again, can't get to 9, can't give you my full feedback on the car, but 7's enough to put a smile on your face very easily. Okay, so we're at my favorite back road now. I'll show you a little bit what the car can do, but again, it's under braking. I don't fully know the car, so I'm not going to send it too hard. My definition of not sending it too hard and some other people's might be a little different. Now let's head back up. Porsche guys will talk about Nürburgring laps all they want, but this handles nowhere near as well as the 720 or 750. But it's very well balanced and very easy to approach at the limit or close to the limit very quickly. Unlike the Speedster, which is really floaty on the front end, and then when you really try to force the front end in, the rear hops, which is a feeling I've never had in a sports car or supercar. That's completely eliminated in this car. It's a really, really fun, just clinical driver's car. At the absolute limit, the steering isn't as good as the other cars with hydraulic steering. But if you're used to other Porsches or Porsches, whatever the heck you want to call it, obviously I know the appropriate term is Porsche, but I like pissing people off, so I'm going to say Porsche. If you're used to those, I know 997s probably have slightly better steering, but if you're used to 991, 992, this steering is unbelievable. It's not on the channel, but we do have a C8 Z06, and I obviously have 50,000 plus miles of experience off the C8 platform for my Stingray. That's much better value for money. It's faster, it's honestly more fun. I think it sounds better personally, but the steering is so much better on this, and this car feels so much lighter on its feet, mainly because it is, forget just the size difference. If you're in Florida, 1000% buy a Corvette. If you're in New York, it depends what you're doing. If you're tracking it, I'd buy the C8Z. If you just want to drive hard on a back road, I think this car might be more fun. Even if you're not carrying the same speeds with the turns as the C8Z, it's just so much lighter on its feet and lighter overall. And if you get a beautiful spec like this Golf Blue over Orange, it's hard to beat, honestly. It is not great value for money or anything like that, but it's not absurdly or obscenely overpriced like some other Porsche models on the market right now. 911 ST just sold for $800,000 on Bring a Trailer with 500 horsepower. I don't know how people rationalize that, but whatever. This has almost the same amount of horsepower. It's a smaller footprint, even though it weighs a little bit more. Probably just as, if not more, fun. And it's a quarter of that. Value-wise, you're not getting any good value for money in Porsche right now. Best brand in the world right now. Second-hand depreciation. It's unbelievable. They've surpassed Ferrari and destroyed Ferrari in that regard in the normal production cars. It doesn't even make sense to me. But you know what? It's the social media thing right now. So even though I'm not a Porsche guy, I think if you're looking at it through the lens of the Porsche market, I think this is a good deal. It's not a limited production car, but they're not making a ton of them. We'll see what the end production total is. I think you'll hold okay money. You'll lose 10, 20 grand on a normal one. I think a spec like this will hold pretty good. We'll see. I missed one of my favorite roads on the way up because there was a cop, so I'll insert a clip there. But to go over the spec, Golf Blue, full carbon hood, didn't do the split because it kind of makes it like a mini GT2 RS to me, like just too wide. We're gonna do orange cals, silver wheels, really good contrast with the carbon hood, it's really sick. And then full orange stitching on Alcantara. It looks so good. Let me know what you guys think of the spec. Let me know what you guys think of the car. Hopefully you could actually hear me.